When we learn something for the first time, we need to have enough learning materials. This book, OpenGL Programming 9th edition, is super good. However, this book is more like reference book. We need a book of tutorial passion. OpenGL Superbible 7th edition. This is more like tutorial, comprehensive tutorial and reference. We need tutorial as well as reference. These two books complement each other. From OpenGL Superbible, from Part 1, Chapter 2, we will learn drawing our first triangle. If you read this book carefully, you should have no problem understanding our first triangle. If you scroll down, you can find vertex shader for our triangle. Open up Visual Studio. Go to File, New, Project. Select Template, OpenGL Superbible 7. Click Next. Make sure you selected your working directory. Select folder. Solution name will be 084 Superbible Triangle. The project name we will accept default. Click Create. In the source file filter, you can find source.cpp. Press Ctrl F5. You should be able to build successfully. Now close it. If you have been watching my previous videos carefully, you should have no problem understanding this vertex shader. Because you don't read the books, you have difficulties understanding OpenGL. Right-click, Shader Files, add new item. Select Utility, Text file, Triangle, But. Right-click, add new item. Select Utility, Text file, Triangle, Fragment shader. Save all. This is Fragment shader. This is Vertex shader. Version 450. Core profile. Void main. We define constant back for vertices. Back for. This is not C++. Back for 0.25 minus 0.25, 0.5, 1.0, 1 vertex and 2 vertex, negative, 3 vertex, positive. Don't forget semicolon. GL position. From this array, we use GL vertex ID. This function will be called 3 times. This shader will be called 3 times for each vertex. So this is our vertex shader for our triangle. Save all. Here, version 450 core profile. Out, back, 4 color. This is output value of fragment shader. Void main color back 4 0.0 0.8 1.0 1.0. This is alpha. This is red. This is green. This is blue. Each of these numbers represent RGB and the alpha component of color. Now save all. We can close. Here, class OpenGL triangle SB7. This is namespace application. I will make it public. Public void startup override. Void shutdown override. Void render double current time override. Protected gluint program. We initialize to 0. gluint vertex array object. We initialize to 0. Now here, this program, we call create program. We pass triangle vertex array like this. Triangle but triangle frag. Why is squiggle? Syntax highlighter does not work properly at the moment. Don't worry. Press Ctrl F7 to compile. I made typo. Overwrite. Press F7. We compiled successfully. Now GL use program. This program we are going to use vertex shader. This means we have to create vertex array object. create vertex arrays, bind the vertex array. So GL create vertex arrays, single vertex array. Then this vertex array object, we acquire unused vertex array object name. Then create vertex arrays, bind the vertex array. We find GL bind vertex array. We pass this vertex array object. Because we do not use buffer, we do not need enable vertex attribute array. After use, if GL is program, this program is valid, GL true, then GL delete program. This program, if GL is a vertex array, this vertex array object, GL true, GL delete vertex arrays. This is plural. 1, we pass pointer. This vertex array object. Now in the render constant GL float black. This is color black. 00F, 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 1.0F. 4 elements. GL clear buffer FB, GL color draw buffer 0 value color black. We delete the background color. Then GL draw arrays. We are drawing GL triangles. First is 0. We have 3 vertices. These 3 represent 1, 2, 3 vertices. So this shader is called 3 times for each vertex. This GL vertex ID changes from 0 to 2, 0, 1, 2. Now back here, we created everything. Now declare main. We pass OpenGL triangle as argument. Then H instance H instance get module handle we pass null WinMain H instance null SW show. Now press Ctrl F5. You should have no problem to build and run successfully. Now close it. If you followed my previous videos listed here in this playlist, if you have followed my previous videos and instructions in my previous sessions, learning OpenGL is super easy. Create buffers named buffer storage. Bind the buffer to its target. Create buffers named buffer storage. Bind the buffer to its target. Create buffers named buffer storage. Bind the buffer to its target. Create buffers named buffer storage. Bind the buffer to its target. Create buffers named buffer storage. Bind the buffer to its target. Create buffers named buffer storage. Bind the buffer to its target. Create vertex arrays. Bind the vertex array. Enable vertex attribute array. Vertex attribute pointer. Create the vertex arrays. Bind the vertex array. Enable vertex attribute array. Vertex attribute pointer. Create the vertex arrays. Bind the vertex array. Enable vertex attribute array. Vertex attribute pointer. Create the vertex arrays. Bind the vertex array. Enable vertex attribute array. Vertex attribute pointer. Create the vertex arrays. Bind the vertex array. Enable vertex attribute array. Vertex attribute pointer. Create the vertex arrays. Bind the vertex array. Enable vertex attribute array. Vertex attribute pointer.